All right. Let's go. So next week, GT3. We will be. Oh yeah, I need to grab the moment. To grab the Discord link, so you people can get into the server. Grab the setups. 5 people. I do not have permission. Well. Alright. So GT3, Monza. We already I already have a lap time, kinda. I forgot to save the setup, but yeah. So we already made something with the Porsche. Porsche. Bruh. Porsche, no. Okay, so Monza. So yeah, we already made a okay-ish, okay to back here. We already made an okay-ish to good lap. I think like the best lap times will be around 46 low, very low. 46.2, 46.3. Something alien speed will be 45 high. So that's my predictions. But that's the thing. I am not that good on on Monza. So I might get better throughout the week, or I might get better for the actual week. But for now, 46.5 is my PB with the Porsche. I can show you guys. Leave this here. I think I'll leave it as it is. Okay, so this is the base lap with the Porsche. It's a very hard track to nail the apexes, not gonna lie. Plus, need to pay attention with these guys. The Cheetos guys here. Some cars can abuse it, so you would be able to have a narrower line towards the apex of the second leg of the chicane. But with the Porsche, I think it's not the most ideal line. It might be a little too much in terms of because the car hops on the thing and just bounces. So the line that you carried for the second leg actually gets widened. So you get a narrower entry. It's not ideal. You should need to be able to open as much as possible and carry the speed, have a good traction on exit. So yeah, let's keep with the lap. Here the same deal. Like you might be able to use them, but again, with the Porsche, I think the idea is to be as close as possible to them, but not actually riding them. Like if you do it minimally like this, so your line is not that unsettled by the thing. Same deal here. Here I kind of missed the apex. See? Half a car. I'm playing Atom Galaxy now. But yeah, like half a car missed. So there's definitely more time to be gained in this lap. So yeah, the apex is kind of late. You should be able to follow this tire patch line. So you see that the apex is very close to the curb around here. So yeah, but at the same time, it's always nice to have a good traction overall, like in the exit of the Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2 as well. I'm not really sure if this is the ideal line. I think it will depend the car that you're driving and your actual, like, you need to pay attention to your exit speed. If this is unsettling the rear too much and it's taking too much time for you to settle the rear again and be able to push for the outside, like for a good line in the outside, I think that's not ideal. I think the best would be to make a faster line around like the outside of the AstroTurf patch there. So I think that there's probably time to be gained on this. And this is, it's really fun to take the Ascari chicane with the ACF, because it's like they do get unsettled if you don't do it right. But yeah, it's very nice. It's like, it's a very nice combo to do. Yeah. Not as bad. I think I should be able to go more to the inside here without going over the white line. That would give a more, like, a more, how can I say, like a more open line, wide line for the apex, so you can do a later apex on the second part of the Ascari and be able to open up the line a little bit more for the exit, so you lose speed, you lose less speed overall through the Ascari. See, I even ride the curbs here, which unsettled the rear a little bit and the car lost exit speed. So yeah. See? So yeah, it's probably faster to go tighter here, wider here, not go over the AstroTurf on the right or the curb, and just, you will have, like, as a result, you will have better exit speed. Here, the second corner, the last corner of Monza is very much a matter of trailing the brakes as much as possible so you can enter with as much speed as possible. By entering with a good amount of speed, you can carry that speed over the apex. And I think that will give you a lot of time. See? Just make the car park on the apex and trail the speed throughout the whole apex. Like, I think I can do a better job in that as well. And fully go back on throttle. And one thing I think it's nice to mention is that it's, whenever you're doing a tighter line, you will scrub out more speed. For those big curves, those making the car higher. That's the thing, Emmanuel. That's the thing. And by the way, welcome. That's the thing. This setup that I made for the Porsche, it's very different, very out of my comfort zone. And it's already kinda meant for you to be able to ride those curbs more safely. But at the same time, it didn't help at all if you go over them with the whole chassis. Like, it will still scrape the chassis underneath it and will still unsettle your line. So I think that what happened was I made it safer because I was losing the car by doing it. So I made it safer. But with the Porsche, unfortunately, it's not a thing as it is now. With the Aston, it is. I was trying the Aston before. After going, after doing the Porsche. So with the Aston, I do think it will be a good idea to ride them. So because of that, and because of the Porsche relying a lot of traction on a straight line, I don't think the Porsche will be the fastest car. Like, if we are talking about like having the fastest car, I don't think the Porsche will be the best example for it. But at the same time, I made it very stable. It's very nice. Not me. I spoke to Nolly, Mateus Nolly. He's like a mechanical engineer, and he does setups overall. He's very good at it. And I just asked him, hey, is there a way for me to make the car ride those Cheetos a little bit better? And then we just came up with a solution. It didn't made it every single like one doable, but at the same time it made it better. It made it safer. What's up, Pegasus? What's up, man? Oh yeah, this is, to me, a reasonably good lap on Monza. I'll just leave it with the HUD now. The times, Cavalli told me he went 46.3, but he always improves his time throughout the week or until he posts the lap guide. So I think he will be able to go into the 45s. I think, I'm predicting it. But at the same time, a good lap time will be 46 mid, 46.4, 46.1. Like, 46.1 gets up to that margin of how the fuck the guy did that. But yeah, let me play the lap non-stop. And I'll go back to the Aston and try and make a setup and do some laps with it. Oh yeah, the 296 should be a very good track, a very good car for the Monza. 100%, I agree. It's one of the cars that I wanted to test because I can make it very rotating. I could make it very rotating on Spa, and I think on Monza it will work good as well. And Monza has less elevation changes, so the rear might be better stabilized on Monza. That's interesting that the Corvette is good. Like, to me, for now, the Corvette feels like the ugly child, let's say like that. Because I never managed to actually make something reliable with it. But I never tried enough, probably. And yeah, the Lexus is pretty close to the Aston. So I do believe that if the Aston is doing good here, I do believe the Aston will be able to do something good as well. Sorry, the Lexus. Keep it on the inside, narrower line. Will scrape a little bit of speed, but at the same time, will give you a better inside line. So yeah, that's it. Now. And even like, okay, this is good, let's stop, because I was really like, bro, I'm doing a lot of this. But yeah, let's go back to the Aston. So 15 degrees air, 18 degrees asphalt here, and no wind. No wind is not ideal because we will have wind the session. So if you have like headwind, it will be easier to match the apex, like to meet the apex, and keep the car settled. But if you have like side wind pushing outwards, or if you have side wind pushing like tailwind pushing, of course, from the tail to the front, it will be harder to actually have traction. And I didn't save the setup. Nice. Oh yeah, this is it. Oh yeah, for now, very extravagant values. This might be changed because I am needing traction, missing traction, and feeling the car a little unstable, like going through left and right, especially on the Ascari. I might play with the preload. I'm probably not touching the diff power, because if I increase the diff power, it will be way too easy to lose the rear on exit. And on Monza, I feel like you really need to have a settled rear end to actually be able to have a good exit. For now, this is the setup. And time to do some laps. Oh, let me send the live stream around. Moment. Get on Adam Galaxy. Videos links. X. Oh yeah. I think this is fine. Okay. There. Realized that the Corvette always felt kinda off. It's relatively consistent, but the other cars just feel more planted. I agree. That's one of the things that I felt with the Corvette. You might need some specifics for it, just as the Porsche, for example. How's the quality, the stream quality, guys? The image, the sound. Any feedback will be appreciated. That's the problem with the Aston. Traction. So I did had a very good line just now on the chicane, but at the same time I rode too much on the TC. Too much TC riding. Okay, thank you. That's a nice apex. Okay, slower. Just the first lap. Increase the exposure a little. Too late on the brakes. It looks like it's 720. Okay, I think that's because of my settings on OBS. I'll have to revise that. That's unfortunate. Maybe I have not too much bitrate. Let's see. Okay, I entered it too hot. Tried to meet the apex in the second leg, and I was too narrow for that. Okay. And here. Feels like... Yeah, the car is squatting when I go back on throttle. Make it go for the bump stop. Maybe that will help. Yeah, last squatting. Oh, I did not watch it. I saw the link, but I did not watch it. What's about it? Everybody's crashing under yellow. Yeah. LFM looks realistic after all. Even better, because I don't see we're having like that many incidents on VAR. But again, that's just real life MX-5. They are very aggressive from the videos that I already saw. Needs a little bit more rotation. Less squatting, nice. Got a nice line. Nice cut. Top 17, bro. 17 in a line. It's the same as on Daytona. In real life, I already watched the Daytona race. It was insane in that manner. It's like everybody in the same train, pushing each other. This is the Aston. Yeah. My beloved Aston. Love this car. Better. Okay-ish. I need to go for a later apex there so I can have... Oh, caray. So I can... so I can have more room to open up the line. Good morning, K-Dubber. How are you, K-Dubber? Did you roasted the chicken? How's the chicken? Sorry. Go karting, Nolly. Why are you in my live stream? You should be go karting. Come on. Alright, so be very patient on the last corner. Yes. So you can Nice. Good to know, Kevin. One day, if you allow me, I will sit down on your table to eat your food. One day. Too late on the brakes. No, it's not morning. Yeah. It's just like a habit that I have to always say good morning, independently of the time of the day. Why am I losing the brakes? Nice rotation. I would love that, Kevin. Holy fuck. It's nice that you can hear every single body panel hitting each other. Oh, I almost did the gutter run. Back to the 46s. I do believe this will be faster than the Porsche. I do believe. Proceeds to be slow as fuck. That's just a line problem. Yeah, his brother think he's Takumi. It's doable with the Porsche. I actually did it with the Porsche in one lap. Right. Kinda good. Too late. Too late. Interesting. Braking zone seems to be a little off. That's fine. Alright, let's try. Brother, I braked earlier. Why? Okay. Interesting. Class ABS will kinda screw me, but here seems better stabilized. Increase the bit rate a little bit. Let me see. Increasing the bit rate will go. Is BBQ just not a thing where you are? Seems odd. Just fire in a metal grill. Yes. We actually use charcoal, and there's like a special seasoning for BBQ, barbecue. And usually Brazil and Argentina has like the best meat selection, like the meat pieces and the quality of the cow. It's usually very good, and chicken as well. So it is a very, very good thing on Brazil. Fortunately, for now, just a little bit too expensive sometimes, but it is what it is. All right. Yep. Oh yeah, way better braking. Oh yeah, reducing the rear rebound helped a little bit, and the ABS, but I need to see how will the car feel on the Lesmos. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose the rear too easily. Maybe. That's okay, that's fine. Not the best exit. Still settled, nice. Oh, fuck. I mean, the more culture of doing barbecues in the backyard. Oh, I mean, we usually don't do in the backyard fully. It's only if it's like a, I don't know, a house that has a very big backyard. Because here in Brazil, like, as you, Ali, it is a like overpopulated city. So it's hard to have like big backyards and all. Only the very rich do that. Oh fuck. But yeah, it is a. We usually have like the gourmet floor, which has like the grill and all, like exhaust system. Yeah. Ah! Yeah, that's. I need to grab the line back. Like the line here. Yeah, the line here needs to be like, I need to enter a little slower and go on the curve a little too much, not on the curb, a little more, so I can have more entry angle for this one. And with more entry angle means that I will be able to go narrow here on the left to have more space to open up for the right. So yeah, the way that you see I'm doing here, I'm braking and going straight for the apex, like too early. See? Like this is doable, but unfortunately it would be doable if the car wasn't hopping. Like this. Because you see that I was pointing out towards the apex there nicely, but because of the car hopping, kind of bounces off and goes straight. So yeah. Let's see if increasing the height of the car would help with that. And one thing that I spoke to Nolly and figured helped. Increasing the rebound, increasing the bump, that will make the that will, like, increasing the bump of the dampers will actually make the damper have more restriction to contracting. So it will be harder to contract the bump. With that, will be harder to actually enter the sausage, the Cheeto, with the car fully compressed. But at the same time, that can generate a little too much of an settled chassis. That's the thing, the term. And I also think that I can do this, follow the same mindset as he was. The what? Good morning, and drivetrain. Let's decrease this a little bit because the car will be a little better settled with the springs harder on the front. Okay. I was talking about the dampers and how the dampers, how the bump on the dampers would actually restrict the car from Bom dia. From understeer. Would restrict the car. Oh, I did. Wait. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. I mean, it's not that hard once you understand what each thing does. I'm still not 100% because you can think of it literally, and at the same time you're gonna have different for example, let's see, like racecraft. Let me give that example. Like, you go into the apex to actually overtake, and that's the main strategy to do an overtake. Like, you go into the inside, have a better line in the apex, and do exit with a faster speed. But at the same time, there's a higher amount of knowledge in there, like where the guy defending from you can actually go ahead on the outside and park on the apex, and that won't allow you to overtake. So it's more complicated. It's just not these values. Like, there's a lot of variables that play that do have a play into what each thing is gonna do. So that's what I'm learning and developing and understanding. Sometimes you go like, oh, take the front RBs to rotate more, but at the same time you have like gigantic amounts of bump on the front damper that will cap your rotation either way. So it's more complicated. It's a thing to learn. Oh yeah, just take some time. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. So I am 2 millimeters higher overall. Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. Like, you can understand how dampers work and what they do. But translating that to an actual nice. Translating that to an actual track plus car combo, it's the real deal. Like, it's where the knowledge gets applied. Holy fuck, okay. That's worse. But the cars is interestingly I'm fearing how it will be here, the Ascari. Not too bad. Carai. Carai. Not too bad, not too bad. I just hit myself there. Nice traction, okay. I probably will. I'm just testing other cars. Like, I don't believe the Porsche will be the fastest, because the Porsche is a car that, holy fuck. The Porsche is a car that relies a lot on traction, and it doesn't have that much natural rotation on throttle. So I do believe that using a car that have natural rotation on throttle, like the Aston or any like front engine car would be a better deal than using the Porsche. But that's debatable. That's debatable. Missing a little bit of front grip. Yeah, the Porsche is fast, but it has its own driving manner, like its own driving style. Rotation comes from the brakes. Oh, that's nice. Rotation comes usually from the brakes and lifting, and the other cars are more related to the throttle. You can do on the brakes as well, but on the Porsche is really a strong point. That's why for me the Porsche will work way better on tracks that have that point and shoot line, you know, like Red Bull Ring, Bahrain, Le Mans even, probably. I'm fucking up the first chicane so much. Let me try to actually ride this thing, the Cheeto. Too late to ride a Cheeto. Right. This can go down. Yep. Yeah, the snap over steering is something that you need to get used to. Like, your inputs on turn in shouldn't be that harsh, and you really need to nail the braking point so you don't enter the corner with too much speed and try to rotate with too much speed. That's the main thing with the Porsche. The Porsche. Or Porsche, how some people say. Good. Really good. Yep. If I'm not wrong, Cavalli time is with the Audi. Like he's in love with the Audi, kinda. Too late. Alright, need to think on my braking spots again for the second chicane. Nice exit. Good traction. Mustang. Thing with the Mustangs that is very understeering on throttle, and when you try to rotate it, it just snaps. So it can be a good deal, but as well as the Porsche, it might need some specific things on the setup to actually make it play along. Alright, let's try to make it quick. Yeah, that's the good thing about having people in the community making setups and all. Yeah, I usually need to just a moment. That was very nice. Okay, so yeah, with Cavalli setups I usually need to take a little bit of front RB or increase the travel range of the front or something to make it rotate more on the front. It's usually a thing for me, because to me it kind of feels understeer sometimes, but that's mainly personal preference. That was okay-ish. Right. Oh fuck. That was beautiful. Okay. I know he's still in the area, yeah. I know the time, it's a 46.2 or 3, I don't remember. I already have a 46.5 with the Porsche. I'm just trying to search it with another car. Because I don't like the idea of seeing an entire sign-up page with only Audis. Like Audi's auto or BMWs, like only BMWs or only like the pack of cars is gigantic. Ay caray. So there are more options you can choose. There are more stuff you can do. That's the whole reason why we put like 13 cars in the GT3 field, like so people can choose whatever they like. So I might do a hot lap video for the Porsche and for the Aston or another car that feels good. Yeah, exactly. Have a good one, man. Thank you for coming by. Hello, Felix. That's a good one, yeah. I might pick one of those. But I still want to make it with the Porsche. Porsche, I usually like to make it with my main car and think about another car. So yeah. Here's steer. Yeah, no, I understand you. And the thing is that the ACF GT3s, bruh, the ACF GT3s, too late. They were only being used on a private league, ACF. So because of that, there's very few people actually that actually invested time in making the setups. Is completely different as the Kunos ones, for example. Like Kunos, if you search for any single every single car, every single track, there's already a hot lap and a setup made. So yeah, might be because of that. Understeer. Weird. I know. We actually changed because we didn't want it conflicting. We didn't want the LFM ACF mods conflicting with ACF GT3s. So we changed the folder names. We changed some of the ACD stuff and better. No, the ACF Porsche does not have the same issue as the RSS one. It's stable with full fuel, and it gets more rotation when less fuel, but it doesn't not get like, oh, that's insanely unsafe to drive. No, it's not like that. The Porsche is actually very, very good. But it has its own tracks again. That's why I don't think Monza will be a Porsche track. Especially with the wind. We never saw such a difference in the LMP2, to be honest. We never saw that happening, and we already tested both with the current version, so I do not know if that's an actual thing. I need to test it further. Oh, that's perfect. Just need to adjust the line. No, not that I saw. Did you guys change it on LFM? If you guys did, it's actually very good changes. Oh my god. 2x tires and fuel. Yes, it would be very interesting because I think fuel saving would actually be a play. Not for the entire race, you would... Oh, that was nice. Oh, fuck. You would actually need... You would actually need to go through... You would actually need to... Yeah, it will be great. You would actually need to... Like, okay, if I save 2 or 3 liters more, I will have less pit stop time. Like, less time to waste on the pit lane speed and all, like those sort of things. And tire would be something else to manage. Because tires, as it is now, they are very fine. They don't... Yeah, no, not the entire race. Just like 1 liter or 2 liters or something. Just so you can decrease the pit time. Oh, caralho. You're thinking on this for mid-season or the next season? Yeah, I did the same and I beat Felix because of that strategy. Come on, Felix. Ah! But I only beat Felix because of that, because he had better pace to me than me on the Mercedes. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well. The same strategy, brother. Same strategy. Same strategy got you. What are you doing? What are you doing? I think yes, we should. Yes. But at the same time, I was kind of matching your pace with the GTR. So I think that you fuel saved, I will kind of get ahead for some time. I think. Yeah, no, he's esport, bro. Forget about shark quality. He's esport. He's esport, and we cannot touch the glorification of his esports titles. He is royalty, we are peasants, mere peasants. Yeah, Kono stars are fucked. And 2.4 event will have hard consequences for roadways to yeah. Oh yeah. But I think that I fixed it. I think I fixed it. Never had any issues anymore. Hopefully. Speeds are still not that great, but yeah. Soft tires and endurance, bro. Interesting, that might be a second gear corner. Annoyingly enough. Because you ride too much the TCM first gear. Eita porra! Yeah, that's the thing. But it didn't happen because of Riley. No, sorry, because of internet. It was just skill issue. Overall skill issue. And lack of sleep. And a tire popped. God praise RSS. We all love RSS. We don't. Especially RSS Porsche. Yeah. Touch curve equals 40 seconds of a puncture. It was more than 40 seconds that I lost there. The car was simply undrivable. It is a second gear corner. Fuck my life. Maybe first to second will be better. Too late. Not that bad. Too slow. Nice, yeah. That line is better. Not going over the AstroTurf is better. Bro, Sebring was insane. But at the same time, the puncture happened because of me. Like, my internet was so fucked. And then the hypercar teleported behind me, crashed me out, and because of that I had the puncture. So it was kinda my fault. But at the same time, fucking puncture, bro. Yeah. Good stuff. First to 7. Salve, caralho. Bom dia, papai. Cavalli, did on your just a small cue, did you grow the Cheetos or did you avoid the Cheetos with the audio? I didn't watch the video. If I drive long enough, I literally don't think anymore and actually become... You need to become one with the track. Oh, yeah, I understand. You understand the feeling. The thing for me on that... No Cheetos whatsoever. Good to know. Thank you. I have a 46.5 with the Porsche, and I'm pretty sure I can do the same with the Aston. Yeah, but at the same time, it's weird. The Aston has very good rotation, and I managed to make it somehow grip. So yeah, it's very good. Did you become one with the Porsche today, Felix? Yeah. Like with the Aston, I feel I can do it one tire, not the whole chassis, the second chicane. So yeah, it might be doable. Yeah, good thing for you guys. Car shit, driving like shit. The whole race, I think it was a matter of getting used to and like actually adapting. So good stuff from you guys. Really good stuff. Alright. ISC Racing for the win. And to be honest, if OC Racing do a next endurance, something big like 24 hours and something, I really want to put like me, Felix, Cavalli, Riley, Bruak, like everybody on the same team. That would be insane. Too fucking early. Imagine how unbeatable. How unbeatable, man. Imagine the gap. Oh my god. Too OP, man. I think it's time for Cavalli to do an endurance race in his life on AC, and I don't think he ever did it. Alright, let me lock in. Try to pull out some good stuff. Project endurance? Interesting. I don't think I was into the stuff when it was happening, maybe? Not sure. Ah, caralho. It's always nice when there's entry fee. Always brings out some good stuff. People that really worries about racing and not being in a moron. Ai, carai. Interesting. This maybe I'll start losing to it. Oh. Give me an endurance to set on, I'll guarantee it's a DNF in lap 1. Yes. Aggressive. Our father is aggressive. Love it. Have a good one, Ali. Oh fuck. Have a good one, Ali. Yeah. Yes, Cavalli will probably get very pissed. Very pissed. So we need to start punting him on the LFM races so he can get into the vibes. Like next GT3 race, he will be. I'll make sure. Cavalli, this will be for your own good, bro. Ah, invalidated. Fuck. He already got too much into the next side. Yeah. No, the thing is, it's a thing to get punted by the same class. Fuck, that's way too slow. The same class. No. Yeah. Those cars, the ACF GT3s, do not get the reverse brake effect. Fortunately, that will open a lot more of setup. Threats. Monza track limits are a little lenient. Yeah, reverse brake not an option. So yeah, the thing is to get punted for your the same class. And another thing is to get punted by someone getting closer to you 100 kilometers faster. It's interesting. Okay. I think this, for me, the setup is good. It's stable. It's fast. Maybe this can go up a little to prevent the car to pitch too much to the front while going to the sausages. Okay, so reverse brake, it will be like 69 millimeters on the front, 61 millimeters on the back, and that will give the car the squat effect. So that on a straight, for example, makes that the aero pitch is not as strong on the rear wing overall on the body, so you have naturally more straight line speed. So it was a thing on Monza, and it can be a thing on the Kunos cars. Was a thing on Kunos cars, but on these cars, it doesn't have that big of an effect, like that extravagant of an effect as it was on I think on Kunos we were getting into the straight line and finishing into the breaking point at like 280, and with the reverse brake was like 287, 200 and almost 290. Uh, 36 race with you yesterday. You unlapped me because I do 136. Oh, bruh. Yeah, it's effective as a way of reducing drag, but at the same time, you will be always overloading the rear a lot. So getting traction on corner exit will be harder, and on braking as well, because the rear will be kind of almost always overloaded. So the brakes will be trickier, the traction will be trickier. It's everything more into the rear axle and will make the car less stable overall. But there are ways to hold it. My lap was invalidated, so yeah, it didn't save. So 46.5, I'm pretty sure I can do 0.3, 0.2 or something, just needs focus. Did I increase the spring? That will probably probably. So maybe this can go up. Let's see. Oh wow, that's interesting. Car feels good. That corner. That is very good. That's interesting. First lap is never fastest in terms of tires are still not ready. Nice. Oh, bruh. To be more gentle on the brakes there. Losing braking. Fine. But yeah, I think these changes in the setup were good for consistency, because even with the mistakes, I'm still on the 47 low. Just a moment. A good question. Okay, first gear might not be the worst one. Line was scuffed, but bad line. A little bit better front rebound, so I can deal better with this weight transition lows, like the rear can deal better with that. Okay, so wheel rate is basically the spring stiffness. Different way to call this the spring stiffness. That's probably like a different way to adjust that, like spring stiffness being one thing, wheel rate being another, but they act kind of the same. Like some cars have the two, some cars have only one, so that's my knowledge, which is for this stuff is very limited. So what I know is that having like anti-roll bars will control your angle, like when you corner, will control the amount of flex that the front and the rear have when you do a corner, and that will determine the amount of load that you can increase or decrease into the axle. So you're turning in with very low RB, it means that the front end, for example, have tons of body roll to deal with the weight shifting across the corner. Springs on the other hand, will work on the actual pitch. So when you brake or when you accelerate, springs will act as a counterweight for that, as normally do on cars. So the correlation between them, like why you work with one and not with the other, for me, again, it's very limited knowledge, but for me, it's when you want to play with the yaw of the thing. Like when you're turning in, you have the lateral, you have the I don't know how to say that strength, like the vertical, not vertical, but you have like the lateral load, and then the load that comes towards the front, the rear to the front. So it's like the pitch, how the front will go down and how the rear will go up. That will be determined by the springs. But mid corner, when you change the spring rate, you can actually play with the yaw, which is the diagonal strength that comes from the rear towards the front. And that will also set how much yaw your car can take. That's like my, I think, very basic, but my ideal knowledge on that. So for example, here, I want to have very good rotation, like base rotation, lateral rotation. But I also want the yaw to be a little handled, like a little capped, so I do not rely too much on the axle, and I do not have a that loose veer at the end. It's just a way to counter the weight shifting better. Cavalli can definitely explain that better on the actual like Cavalli and Nolly can actual explain that better on better, like, how can I say, like better terms and practical meanings. So that's like, to answer the question, that's my base knowledge. Like when you're turning, for example, let me have done that. For example, here I have the lateral load, right? You can see that the front left is way more loaded than the front right. But at the same time, I have the yaw. That's the line that comes from the right rear towards the front left. See, that's the yaw. The car is it's higher here and it's lower here. So the springs would help me control that. That's the main thing. It will actually help me. Fucking rear tires and it's outside. Okay. Is it? Oh fuck. I don't know if it is. But that's probably because I'm touching the curb. But yeah, that's what it's going to change when you go from springs to RBs. So for example, ChatGPT told you that increasing the stiffness of the springs on the rear would help you with the rotation mid corner, and it does, because that means that you have more springs pushing the rear up and rotating the front in, increasing the yaw rotation. See? But at the same time, if you overdo it, you will lose the rear overall. And at the same time, when you use the springs to actually do the pitch of the car, for example, on your Rouge, when the car was lifting the front end, you can actually use the springs and the dampers to make the rear harder and the front softer. So it's easier for the car to get lower on the front and get higher on the rear. That way, increasing the aerodynamic pitch on the front, making you not lifting the front tires on your Rouge. That's one of the things that I did there on the setup. You look at it. But yeah, that's a very brief and possibly basic explanation of how to use both of them. I'm gonna go for like one more, like 6 laps run, and that will be it. for the stream. And I think I can get into the 46.4 as it is now. So let's see. Little too understeery if I don't get the line correct. Yes, exactly. Like that base setup on the Porsche was just to counter how shit the car is. Yep. Holy fuck. How was that breaking? Nice. Yeah, I would actually want to see how's the Porsche on CSP physics. Maybe it's not that bad. Bro, that's a lot of understanding. Oh, they have a Cadillac now? They should do the Bentley or the McLaren, because I want the sound mods. They should do the Bentley or the McLaren. Really want this. Do they know any dates for the McLaren or the Bentley? Do they have the dates? Fuck. Yeah, VRC Caddy is the best one so far. Really, really, really good. I just don't like the... I just don't like that it doesn't have... I cannot change the gravel sound. I cannot increase it. Like, it simply doesn't have the track. Like the audio track. So it doesn't matter how much I increase it, I do not have the sound of the gravel. Like, you know, when I go off track and the little rock strips hits the floor of the car and all, I don't have that on the Caddy. Yeah. Yeah. I was watching the live stream. Very nice. Is Sota the one that has F1 engine or the one that's has, I think, LMP2 engine or something? Alpine had F2, yeah, okay. Was okay-ish. Getting to put it on third. This is not the line. Yeah, I'm already overdoing it. Should take some time off. We'll go back tomorrow and probably do the laps for the video. Just finish this 2 laps left and he is. I think he was just not like giving some time on the track. He didn't like the. No, he doesn't. Tony was actually my pace in Montreal this week. Race pace, not too much, but qualifying was fine. Very good. I think he did a 32.6. How did I? Okay. Too slow. So yeah, I think he was just like not vibing too much with Montreal. Fuck. Like the same for me. I don't vibe too much with Montreal. It's a good track, but not much for me. But I only do it. I only did it. Fuck. I only did it because I don't have more spare weeks to use. So, well. Alright, last lap of the stream. Let's see if I can prove. If not, oh, bruh. Yeah, not an improvement. Bro, I still don't understand how you can. Oh yeah, I don't like the track. And I was not shortcut pace, not at all. Like I was close to him, but one thing is to be good in one lap, like match the guy in one lap. The other thing is to actually keep doing it like for the race, because that's what he did. Like right away, he was very fast. And that qualifying lap was my peak driving, not gonna lie. I don't think I will ever do something like that quick. Oh yeah, I agree. Same vibes. Like it is a thing of adapting, and you get the vibe of adapting, actually racing to adapt, practicing to adapt to the car. Um, you can get the vibe, which is interesting. Like actually practicing to adapt with the car. But at the same time, when it's too much, sometimes it is too much, like too annoying, too hard, or too, I don't know, as you say, like too dull. Uh, it's annoying, yeah. So the better the track, the easier it is to adapt. The better the car, the easier it is to adapt. But sometimes it's just too much, too annoying, too dull, too hard. So it gets time. If you have the patience, it gets time to learn it and understand it and improve in every single aspect and circumstance of the track plus car. If you do not have the patience or you do not have the time, it's probably not worth it because you only will be only like, I don't know, getting frustrated and annoyed and angry, and I don't think that's how sim race should be. It should be a place of at least having fun. But if you also manage to find a way to have fun while doing those things, it's important. It gets way easier, it gets way better, more fluid uh, work throughout the thing. So yeah. Guys, for the 7 listeners, current viewers, I do appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for keeping close. Thank you for being right here. And I will see you guys in the next round. And Kevin, please, can you do an invite, like redo the invite for the server? Because I was going to put it on the description of the live stream so people can get the setup and go and do it, like do some laps and all. So if you send me a new link for the server, I would appreciate that. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following it. And setups. Oh yeah, and setups will be sent on the new high stream server. I'll start to send it there. And Kevin will leave the link, and I'll put the link on the description of this live stream. And yeah, Kevin, and you did, but the link is invalidated now. Apparently, I cannot use the link. Oh, okay. You did? Cannot see it. Send on my DM, please. I'll put it on the. So yeah, guys, thank you very much. See you in the next one. See you in the track. And I'll leave the setups that I already did available on the... Bruh. Oh yeah, sorry, I cannot see my disc. Okay, let me put it in the chat. Copy link. I'll be putting this the setups for the Monza on this Discord, so spread the word, talk to people, and everybody that's in the Discord will get my setups for the next weeks and this week. Okay. And if you guys have any requests in cars, any setups that you have they want to be adjusted, I can do that. And just send it there. Okay? Have a good one, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. And I'll see you on the track and possibly on the next one. Bye-bye, guys.